Soul Tribe. Hey, and this is for the Soul Tribe. Down by the fireside. Hey, down by the fireside. Hey, and we do it for our Soul Tribe. Hey, and Soul Tribe, you don't have to cry. And Soul Tribe, yeah, we double life. Hey, and we do it for the Soul Tribe. We gotta do it for the Soul Tribe. Hey, hey, hey. Make sure you guys share this video out. Hey, we got a message. We got a message. I hope you hit it, catch it. Hey, you better catch this message. Hey, we got a midnight message. Hey, message. Hey, you better catch this message. Hey, you know we got a message. Hey, hey. I'm really feeling this energy. I'm really feeling this energy. What's up, Ruby? Shout out to you. Hey, Ruby. Hey. Go, Ruby. Hey. Ruby always showing up. Hey. Hey. Hey, guys. Hey. 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 And you know we got a message. What's up, Kim? Hey, Kim. Go, Kim. Hey, what's up, Kim? Hey, it's always a good day. Hey, it's always a good day. Hey, it's always a good day. Hey, do seven what? You want us to do seven what? You gotta elaborate. It's late. Auntie cannot figure nothing out tonight. I be asleep by this time. Hey, what's up, Liverpool? Hey, hey, shout out to you guys. We just clearing out this energy. Hey, we got a message. Hey, we got a message. Better tap into this energy. Hey. You better tap into this energy.
Hey
guys, Hope you guys are doing well, in good spirits, good energy, and attracting the life you desire, because it's your birthright. We're coming through with another live for you guys. Make sure you take the message, how it resonates in your life. Tell a friend to tell a friend. And don't forget, if you love the video, leave us a thumbs up, a heart, hit the bell, hit all, so that you're notified when we go live with more messages like this one. We got the fires lit, y'all. Thanks to my husband. Look.
Definitely got the fires
lit.
Let me stoke them up.
We litty skitty. Where you guys at? Where you guys from? You guys, we up late tonight, okay? And it's crazy because we would normally be asleep, you know, but I told you guys this energy has been very crazy, like this last, maybe how long, maybe about 2 weeks, maybe, right? Restlessness, like, you know how you're so tired that you can't go to sleep, like that kind of energy. So I know that change is here. Look at me talking fast, right? And I feel like I'm talking fast because things are happening fast. Anybody feel like the days have just been flying by ever since March 1st? Do you feel like there's just not enough hours in a day? Does it feel like, the hours are turning into minutes? You know, it feels like the months are turning into days kind of energy. Everything's moving very, very fast. What's up, NC? Okay. What's up, NYC? Hey, New York in the building. What's up? Okay. But yeah, so, just the sleep state is being interrupted. But you have to remember, we spoke about this yesterday. We are at war physically, spiritually, So, with all this kind of energy going on, it could be hard to rest, to really find relaxation. So I was speaking yesterday, finding things to help you, kind of calm yourself down before bed, because we need our rest in order to be strong.
That's right. How y'all doing? Midnight matinee, we here.
What's up, Queen?
Hope everybody's feeling well.
How you say that? How you say that? Nah.
Oh, that's her again.
How you say her name? She pronounced it for me, too.
I forgot it.
Girl, give me that name one more time. I promise I'm not going to forget it. Break that spelling down. I don't want to say it. I don't like to say people's name wrong. And if I don't know how to say it, I'm not going to say it.
I definitely remember you from the other day.
Me too. But I was like, did she break it down for me, too? The wind's blowing and everything. What's up? What's up, guys? Did I miss somebody? I'm sorry if I missed you. It's moving kind of fast. Okay.
All right, y'all. So we ain't really doing no tarot.
Got the rock.
Yeah, here you go.
No, you got. I'm using.
I don't want to use that.
It's all good. Hey, Queen. What's up, y'all? What's up, Ronnie? Hey, Ronnie. Hey, Ronnie. Go, Ronnie. Hey, Ronnie.
Hey,
What's
Ronnie.
up to you? Shout out to you. Okay. Hey, y'all.
All right, y'all. So we just going to jump off with a midnight message.
Go.
It's pretty subtle in the spirit. Everything seems pretty calm, so that's good. We have open doors. You have many options, so take time and choose what's right. So I don't know who I'm talking to out there, but it's on you. You got the doors open. I don't know, maybe you done something new. Maybe you made some sort of prayer. Maybe you're expecting something. Spirit says the door is open, right? Now, when the door is open, it's on you to make, that's a lot of energy you're working with. So you got to do right with it. Because I can tell you from experience, sometimes when the door is open, you choose the wrong route. Then you got to go back and start all over again, right? I heard somebody say today they didn't have any more time to be bonded to create new soul bonds that wasn't going to last, right? So in all your option when, be careful who and what you bond with. The doors are open. So, and then you have happiness is simple. Find joy in life's small wonders, for they hold the key to a fulfilling and contented heart. So when I just read that, I feel the word frugal came to mind, right? Frugal is when you become conscious of your spending. You're not spending just to be spending. And even in this card, right, when it says find joy in life's small wonders, it's not always the big things. It's the small things. And as far as money, right, I want to say something about the energy of money. Instead of spending your money on foolish stuff, give it to something. Give it. It's better that you give it to a cause, till you give it to something, because then it'll work for you. You know, you'll benefit from it. But if you continue to spend your money frivolous, in a frivolous manner, I guess, it's going to cost you in the end. So, as opposed to spending all your money and throwing it away, find a cause to donate to. Give to somebody in need, right? Make your money work for you. Create good karma with your money. I guarantee you, if you give to a good cause, the universe going to give it right back to you. And then the last one in your oracle is go your own way. Trust your intuition, embrace individuality, paving your path with courage and authenticity. So you can't be waiting on other people to take this journey with you. You gotta just go, right? You have to go your own way. So I don't know, maybe it could be frightful. I feel like that sometimes. I feel like I've been in life where I feel like I needed people to go with me. It's like God telling me go somewhere, and I need somebody to go with me, though I just don't want to go all alone, right? This could be a journey. This could be something in your mind where you have to go your own way and figure it out in your own thoughts. But nevertheless, it says trust your intuition and embrace individuality. So I believe that you know the right way to go. You just have to find the courage to take that route or go whichever way. Because I feel like in your intuition, but you have to embrace your intuition. Don't be in denial. Don't be in denial just because you don't want to take the journey, right? Go ahead, take that journey.
I heard the name Taisha. This could be your name or significant here. Okay, we got March coming out. We got reflection and resolution. There could be someone, you could have a teenage son, an adolescent to teenage son. He could be a total reflection of you, man or woman. You could be really seeing, the spit and image of yourself as he grows and develops or something like that. Okay. I also, somebody else could have, I don't know if somebody has like a 4-leaf clover tattooed on them. Somebody's nickname could be Lucky or something like that. But also we have reflection and resolutions. I like this kind of energy. I feel like, the collective has been reflecting upon self. We speak a lot about working on self. A lot of times it's not the outside forces that are destroying our lives. A lot of times it's self-destruction, right? Self-sabotage kind of energy. So I feel like the collective is reflecting, okay? And also, during reflection, it allows us to create resolutions because we're problem solvers. We were sent here to solve problems. So many of us, understand that we are problem solvers. And I feel like there's a lot of resolutions coming here due to self-reflection, okay? It says, whatever you've been struggling with is about to be resolved. Remember that resolutions don't happen in the way that we want or we hope, okay? But being able to move forward to a fresh start always brings relief. So, you could even be looking at yourself, and really like, okay, I need to change some things. There are some things about me that are still not tightened up. I still have a lot of work to do. I still want to be better in certain areas. I just feel like really reflecting. You could even be, reflecting on past memories or things that have happened to you at some point. Okay. And you could be saying that, you're really growing. And I don't know, I feel like you could definitely be mirroring a person. You could be in a relationship where you guys, you guys just mirror each other. You are literally a reflection of one another or something like that. Green could be your favorite color here. Okay.
We go through that.
Yeah,
That
of
mirroring.
course. That mirroring is crazy, right?
Good, bad, and ugly.
Yeah.
Good,
It's
bad,
real
and
crazy.
ugly.
Okay. So, yeah, resolution. I feel like this is the energy to also remember that we don't match energy. Okay, we find resolutions because we walk a higher road, and so that's our duty. To do those kind of things. We can't match energy. Our vibration is too high, too too different, and it's expected for us to resolve situations. So I don't know. I would say this is good energy here. You could be really reflect on it. Yeah, abundance. See? Yeah, abundance is here. I feel like, abundance comes in because, think about this. If you reflect on your life, right, and then you begin to come up with solutions and resolutions for yourself, right, you become a better person. It brings in abundance. Why? Because when you're in positive energy, you're able to attract, things are attracted to you. You ever been so mad, right? You ever been in one of those moods where you mad, right, and then everything happened, you already mad, then you walk past your bed, boom, you hit your toe.
That's the word.
Oh my goodness, right?
Anybody can get it.
Right, cause you're already mad, right? You already
Anybody
mad.
can get it when
Now
you
I
bump
done
your
hit my
toe.
toe.
Man.
Like, now after I hit my toe, now I can't find my keys on my way to work, right? Cause an attitude, it does things like that. Negative energy.
Yes,
It
connects.
it will just continue to crumble things if you don't separate yourself from it.
Get so negative, go outside, car won't start.
What?
Anything, yeah.
You
negative,
ride down the road, next thing you know, you're in the middle of bamboo somewhere with no gas in your car. You ever did that? I have. Crazy. So mad. Ain't paying attention.
Okay. All right. I like it. This energy, spirit is feeling good tonight. It feels good. Birds riding high is how I feel. Right? Look, manifest in the new. It says, embrace change and envision your desires, allowing the universe to align with your intentions. Manifest in the new. This is perfect for somebody, right? It's telling you to manifest in a new version of who you are. Stop trying to manifest from that old way of being. Like, just let it go. We all, talking to myself too, but we can't manifest what we want in the old version of ours. We got to manifest in the new. We got to catch up to speed. That's why it says, embrace change and envision your desires. A wise man once told me you can never attain anything that you can't already see yourself with, right? And he helped me along the way in my life. He used to tell me things like that. He told me, in order for you to have something, you have to be able to see yourself with it. If you can't see yourself with it, you will never really have it,
That's
right?
real.
So,
expectation.
yeah, expectation. So allowing the universe to align with your intention. So alignment is big in the new. When you're manifesting in the new, alignment is, you gotta have alignment that's, your alignment is pure. It's pure energy, right? So you gotta fight for it. We all slip off alignment. I be in and out. Some days I'm on, some days I'm off. Some days I'm here, some days I'm there, right? But the thing about alignment is when you really achieve alignment, you can always get back to it.
Yeah.
It's not something that you're gonna lose. And then you got resurrection. I love it. Shake off the past and rise again. Reinvent yourself. You will rise up from the ashes even more powerful. I love this resurrection card because you just came right back from the dead. Like somebody you were down in a certain spot. Because this resurrection is definitely come back from the dead energy. Like, definitely, right? So it says, shake off the past and rise again. So if you know you experience a form of resurrection, which is many forms of resurrection, right? But the one I'm feeling is like somebody, you got a renewal of your heart. You went through something, your heart, it got renewed, you got restored, restoration. So don't let your past take you back in the grave. Don't get to dwelling on your past and let it steal your victory, right? Because although you resurrected, your heart been healed. If you spend a lot of time dwelling on the past, tampering with the past, going back in the past, it'll snatch you up. Next thing you know, your mind, the first thing goes, your thoughts become distorted. And you can't figure out why you can't get back to where you at. It's because the old thoughts, they start playing. So stay in this resurrection energy. Next, and last but not least, take precautions. Remain vigilant and receptive, learning from each revelation as you navigate life's journey. So, as opposed to knocking everything, learn how to learn from things, us as a collective, right? There's no need to be in fear of a whole lot of things, right? You just learn. You have to have confidence and learn. And when you precautious, normally precautious people don't get into stuff like people who just, reckless. So as you're moving along, take precautions, pay attention to what's going on. you know, remain vigilant. That's what vigilance means. Vigilance means up, alert, and ready, right? And receptive. So it's telling you to not be on the defense. See, because you can't, that's a good point. Remain vigilant and receptive. Vigilance does not mean aggression. Vigilance just means hyper awareness, on point, and readiness. Because if you are on a defense, you can't receive on a defense. Defense is masculine energy. Receiving is feminine energy, man or woman. In order to be receptive, you can't be on the defense. You can't, two things, you know, masculine and feminine, they can't occupy the same space at the same time. Meaning, if you want to receive something, you can't be in masculine energy. It's going to be hard to receive it. The masculine repels away.
I heard Myra and Jamel. This could be your name or significant. I have May 21st and June 21st. Okay. We have gentle and chill out. I really feel like, you know, it's crazy. When I was looking at this Gemini, Gemini energy is like when they, that's that two-side energy. But I really feel like somebody's facing off with self. You know, there's a showdown, light versus dark within ourselves. And I feel like, you could be really fighting this battle, okay? Very versatile, curious, and restless. I was saying restless earlier. I feel like chill out, okay? Things are working out in the background. You're not supposed to know everything, okay? If we could see everything, we would be scared, shook, shocked, So, stop wanting to see everything. You would be nervous if you could truly see what was happening, okay?
Yes, indeed.
Someone could have gone down to the water today, the river, the lake. I don't know. The sun could be really bringing somebody, somebody could be really feeling good with the weather changing. Be gentle with yourself. It took years, to go through these lessons. It's going to take time, years, to heal yourself, to fix yourself. This is a journey, and healing doesn't happen in one day. It's a process. We're never fully healed. It's a journey. We're healing. So, chill out. Be gentle. Okay? Don't panic when things go wrong. I'm going to read this footnote on chill out. Don't panic when things go wrong. Stay calm. Being calm allows you to see the situation. You know how sometimes, when you're all hyped up, you might be looking for something. You say you lost something, right? And you get all worked up. I remember one time, it's crazy. One time I dropped my wallet in Dollar General's parking lot. Yep. And I was freaking out. I told my husband, I had just had my wallet in my hand, right? I had money in the wallet. I had all kinds of stuff that I normally don't keep because I normally don't keep cash and stuff, right? So this particular day, I had all kinds of stuff in my wallet. I had the wallet in my hand. We go to Dollar General, and then we go to another store, and, I was looking for my wallet, and it was gone. So I automatically started freaking out, right? So when you automatically start freaking out, it doesn't allow you to, to really process or look or, evaluate a situation properly. We calmed down, went right across the street, and my wallet was just laying there, So chill out, be gentle, okay? Being gentle is not weakness. Somebody needs to know that.
Okay. All right, so this reading is interesting over here. Real interesting. Interesting stuff. Tickety-tock. Check it. You got desert of isolation to commitment to seek truth. Ooh, that's heavy. That's having to do it all on your own. The desert of isolation and commitment, it's telling you, I'm feeling a person right now who a lot of people, they just don't get you. This desert of isolation is a lonely place. It's like, you see these spiritual things, God give you an insight, and the next thing you know, boom, your perspective is different. You don't see things the same anymore. But the thing about this energy, y'all, is everybody didn't see what you saw. So instead of getting frustrated with people and feeling like you're so alone and so isolated, just keep reminding yourself, everybody didn't see what I saw. Everybody is not going through what I'm going through. I don't like using the word chosen and all that because a lot of fear mongers use all these words, right? But when you have that special something about you, you oftentimes find yourself in the desert of isolation when it's time to grow, or when God is really trying to get you to focus and buckle down. He separates you.
Yeah.
And it be brutal sometimes. Relationships, they get torn. You might even find yourself like, what did I do wrong? And a lot of times it's not. And it's just the purpose. God's purpose got to play out. Things have to be revealed. People have to be exposed. And you know, one of the hardest things about exposure is when God exposed us to us. That's the one right there. That'll make you go on your that'll make you that'll make you go in your own isolation all within. Once God show you about your own self, you want to run somewhere and get it together. If you really real about things. I know, I mean, I don't think truer words ever been spoken. When God really exposed you to you, you really want to get away and fix that. Because when God show you something, it ain't like, it's you really be like, oh my God, that's me.
You better try to figure it out on your own first, huh?
But desert of isolation to the commitment, it shows a sturdy energy, and you got to keep on pushing. You have to honor your commitment, bro, sis. You just got to honor it. Even when you're alone, you just got to honor your commitment. And it says, seek truth. So, somebody, don't resort to darkness. Me and my wife, we just had this discussion yesterday, right? Sometimes the darkness push in the projections of other people, it becomes darkness in your midst. Like, you get the feeling like you doing something wrong and you ain't done nothing wrong. You get the feeling like you talking about people and you ain't said nothing to nobody. You get the feeling like you owe somebody an apology and you know you ain't done nothing wrong to nobody, right? That's projection energy.
Yeah.
So don't give in to that. Seek truth. Seek the truth of the matter. Seek the truth of your own feelings sometimes. Try to understand why you feel the way you feel, right? Embrace clarity as revelations unfold. Keep an open mind for answers. Illuminate the path to understanding. So even though it may feel lonely and you may feel like people don't get where you at, it's okay. Find somebody that do. There's always somebody around. It's always somebody. There's a ram in the bush. There's going to be somebody that you can relate to. Hey there, buddy.
I got praise others, Gemini time and grounding. I'm sorry, Pisces time and grounding. February 19th could be your birthday or significant, and March 20th. Okay. Feel when the time is right. Intuitive, creative, and emotions. I feel like the time is right now. It feels right now. Also, you know, praising others, you giving others credit is not going to take away from you. It actually builds you up, you know. You know, when you're a person that can give genuine compliments, praise, you know, kind words or whatever to other people, it doesn't take away from you, you know. It actually makes you more of a better person, right? Something like that. So, I don't know. Praise is a powerful thing, you know. And maybe you could be a person, I talked about this the other day. Maybe you could be a person that you're always praising other people and you feel like, when am I going to get my praise, Lala? Right? Well, I feel like, you know, you should be aware that your praise comes from a different source, a different level, a different, you know, it doesn't come from worldly things. You know, you're being praised in the ethers for making the right choice, going the right way, making the right decision, you know, not picking up the phone, not going to see her, not going to see him, whatever it is, you know, but praise. Okay. We also have grounding. Okay. I feel like you could be in your head a lot lately. Okay. You know, when the grounding card comes out, that means we need to be down to, you know, we need to sink our bodies down to the ground. That means that we need some kind of balance here. Okay. You could be needing to plant your feet and just enjoy, you know, being, you know. Have you ever just sat there and enjoyed being, you know? Maybe you don't have to have any music. You don't have to have any, you know, anybody out there talking to you or anything.
That's grounding. I mean, on another level, that's grounding. Like, sometimes grounding is literally, you know how a plane ground? That's how you got to do your thoughts. You got to bring them in and ground them. You know how your thoughts get everywhere. So when sometimes when people say you need to ground yourself, like my wife saying, it's basically you need to sit down somewhere, still your thoughts, pull everything back down to come back down to earth. Because sometimes we be spaced out. We be in too many trains of thought at once.
Yeah, you know, because balancing helps with, you know, your root, your base chakra, you know, and it helps you stay, you know, centered, right? So, you know, if you're always in your head, you can't stay centered. So.
Yeah, and look, it definitely says that, look, you got the scales of balance out here, right?
Balance.
So you definitely being called to restore some type of balance or search for balance. It says harmony's call. Embrace equality and pursue justice. Harmonizing the energies to manifest a balanced and just outcome. So somebody, I don't know if you got a lot of negative energy around you. You're having a lot of negative thoughts and emotions. But before you discard all of your negativity and you just chalk it up as you being afflicted or demonic or anything, Spirit is saying, learn how to harmonize and balance the energies, right? Frustration is a perfect energy when you turn it against itself. Like, what am I saying? When you frustrated, right? If you go find something to do physically, you'll find the frustration working as fuel for you. Like, go walk a mile. Go hit the punching bag, bro.
That would.
Go, yeah, like today. I was a little frustrated. I went and broke down some firewood, right? So you learn how to take your negative energy and you make it work for you and have a positive and just outcome. We all experience negative energy, right? And sometimes we all go through negative behavior. But a lot of times it's because we just not aware of what we can do with the energy. We look at everything about us as being wrong, or it's like it's something wrong with me. It's not. It's just that you're not finding a way to take the energy and balance it. Like for instance, say I'm just giving some scenarios, but say I like to curse people out when they make me mad. Well, I can transmute that. I can find songs that I like to sing, and instead of cursing them out, I can just sing songs to them. Or I mean, you can make. I mean, it's so many different ways because the energy is that energy, and it's not going to go nowhere. And some negative things about us, they'll never leave you until you learn how to transmute them because it's a part of your makeup. Some people spend years trying to fight negativity out of them that's born to be with them.
Yeah.
Instead of just balancing it out.
Right.
You know. So try to balance it out. And then it says, trust your path. Metamorphosis and mirage. So yeah, a lot of change is happening. But you gotta trust them. You change. You gotta trust. All change don't feel good. And sometimes growth is painful. But it's a metamorphosis out here. So trust your path. Harmony's called metamorphosis. You're changing. And don't lose sight of that. You know, because sometimes when we changing, we get to certain spots where we in the change and we want to turn back and revert back. Like, no, I don't want to change no more. I thought I wanted to change, but no, I don't want to change that bad. This too much. Allow yourself time, give yourself time to process your metamorphosis and trust your path. Like, you know you ain't out here hurting nobody. Don't let nobody convince you that what you're doing is wrong. Everybody got to have time to grow, and everybody got a destined path. Cause somebody feel real nervous. Stop feeling nervous. Like you've been putting good out in the universe. Don't have a spiritual psychosis on me. Like there's nothing to be nervous about.
Yeah. Because, you know, a lot of us, we've gone through things for so long that when things seem easy or when things seem fair, we become nervous and scared. You know, we don't know how to receive because, yeah, it's like we're like always, something's about to happen, you know, because we're so used to just giving and being worn out, you know. But yeah, so we got Libra time here. Something about these scales is very important, okay? I feel like somebody really needs to know that things are going to be fair and just regardless to how that goes. Like, it is what it is. Things will be fair and just, okay? And then we have share with others and deception. I really feel like, honestly, you could be a person that shares a lot of your ideas, a lot of knowledge with people. There could be people trying to be deceptive, thinking that they have one up on you, but Spirit is saying continue to share because they can't steal what you have. People don't get this, you know. Somebody could give you all the knowledge they have, but it doesn't mean it's not gonna come out the same as that person. It's not gonna be the same. So I don't know. Continue to share. You could be feeling like, should I keep giving? Should I keep sharing? Should I keep doing this? Should I keep teaching?
Yep.
Should I keep leading?
Yep.
Should I keep going? Yes, you should.
You gotta keep going.
Because what's happening here, there's a deception here. We got deception showing up. And I feel like as you continue to be truthful, live in your truth, speak your truth, and be the truth, it fades out the deception. Like, the truth is always going to stand, and it's going to stand firm, right? And a lie, it's not going to last but so long. So I don't know.
Damn.
There could definitely be some kind of information being withheld from you or something like that. But, we don't need to know everything anyway. So, I feel like whatever somebody's trying to hold back, everything will be revealed in due time.
It will.
Okay?
It will.
There is no need to go snooping around, looking around, trying to get, uncover something. A lot of you guys got them FBI skills, them private investigator skills. You get to putting 1 and 2 together and you on it, right? But Spirit is saying in this situation, there's really no need to, put things together because 1 + 1 always equals 2.
A will. It could be a will. Like, I just heard will. Somebody could be hiding information. Somebody could know something, paperwork. I don't know. But when you say will, people do that kind of stuff nowadays.
Yeah.
Like families,
And we got, balance, harmony, choices. Every choice, every decision, every choice that we make, there's a consequence that comes with it, whether it's bad or negative. And it's crazy. I heard my husband speaking to someone earlier, and he was like, it's crazy because even those little small things we do and we disregard because they're small, we got to pay for those too.
I told my daughter that earlier. I spoke to my daughter, and because I tell my daughter like I tell anybody else.
Yeah, you teach everybody.
I teach everybody. But you don't get away with nothing. Especially if you living in the world today, right? Not today, right? Every little thing, it gets amplified and it comes back. All right. This right here is beautiful, man. This strong energy. It says, crystals of clarity, fully immersed in breakthrough. You in it. You in it. You are fully immersed in your journey. You fully immersed and you have absolute clarity about what you're doing. And you got breakthrough. You really, I'm going to just say ranked up. It feels like a ranked up energy, like you have clarity and you are fully immersed. So that means that you're not moving in doubt. You can't be moved. Your energy, when you fully immersed and you have crystal clarity, that spell work don't work on you. All of that. So if you a person and you walk around paranoid about that, not this person, breakthrough, fully immersed. And I feel like that's what leads to the breakthrough, the not giving up, the really being dedicated to something. I read a post today as I was looking on something, and it said something to the effect of, never give up because, you can keep going for 5 years and then the 6th year, you can be that, right? And I mean, it sounds cliche, but it's the truth. If you ever want a breakthrough or clarity, fully immerse is the best way to position yourself. Because it's no doubt. When you all the way in something, it's no doubt. And not to mention, when you fully immersed in certain things, even your haters, they got to respect you because of your dedication, And there's a lot of people like that, People will sit back and hate on you, and hate is nothing but a twisted form of admiration. People see you do your thing, learn from you, steal your energy,
And
and
then
hate
don't
on
like
you,
you no more.
and really hate you and don't like you and all of
What
that,
did I do
because
to you?
that's what, see, hate is not really what we think it is. Sometimes the person hating you, they would really love for you to come to them and be individual with them and express with them. That's why you can't always put too much stock in people's hate. Like I think I heard Jay-Z say one time, first they love you, then they hate you, then they love you again. That's what hate do. Sometimes hate is not nothing to put stock in. People got so many various motives why hate enter in. You will never figure it out. You just gotta let it be what it is. Stay fully immersed. Make a hater respect you.
It's a lot of delusion and fake. What do you call it? Competition. You know, people are competing with people. They're not even paying them attention.
Yeah, make a hater respect you, right? That's all you gotta do. Just make a hater respect you, right? Make it so when, and this is not no fear mongering stuff. You know, we don't do that. We just preach and speak reality. But make it so when your hater go to talk about you, you so active that other people gotta be like, but they be doing their thing though. That's how you want it to be. And it's all you gotta do is be solid in your energy and fully immersed. Soon as a hater get around a real one and be like, yeah, man, I don't like them. Then why? I mean, they be doing their thing though. I mean, they cool though. I mean, they consistent, you know? All of those things, they praiseworthy. So what's a hater when you fully immersed? Hater ain't got no leverage. Ops ain't got no leverage less than you give it to them. They ain't got no juice. None. No juice. Only juice they got is when you give it to them. Especially when you fully immersed. Fully immersed is like, think about this. Then I'm going to back out. But think about if you had a wall of protection around you and you was in the middle of it. That's fully immersed.
Yeah.
You fully in the middle of it, right? When you fully immersed, that means you got all the protection that come along with whatever you're doing, right? That's not a game. That's not nothing to be taken lightly. Right? Navigate life's many twists and turns with elegance and resilience. That's your footnote. Elegance and resilience. Don't let them see you sweat.
Okay. I have gratitude, guardian angels, and many factors. Okay? Somebody could be feeling heavily protected, you know? You could be very grateful for protection. There could have been something that happened. Someone could have had like some kind of, incident where it could have been life-threatening or something like that. You could have been literally feeling the protection of your guardians or something like that. You could feel like some you were saved or something like that. You were saved from something that could have really harmed you. Okay, I don't know if something turned you around. I don't know if something made you go the other way. I don't know if something made you stay home. I don't know if something made you not answer the phone. Whatever it is, I feel like you know what it is, but you felt that protection. Okay, we have gratitude here. I feel like also someone's learning, like, more gratitude. It's funny because my husband was talking today and, he made me realize something. Gratitude is something that we really need to pay attention to. Are we showing enough gratitude? We can get something in one instance. My husband was speaking about this. You can have something in one instance, and then forget all about it, right? And totally forget. And it's like, where's the gratitude for this thing that you have?
Yeah.
Right?
We tire of things.
Yeah.
Right?
We get very tired of things quickly, We'll pray for a thing. We'll get that thing. Well, just like a kid, they'll ask for a toy. They'll play with it 2 times. And now they're outside playing with sticks and, everything that's but a toy. So, I don't know. Many factors. Timing is fragile, complex, and multifaceted. Delicate, precision, and clarity. Okay? I feel like also you could be learning that, I don't have a lot of time. Like, I'm not here for a long time, but I'm here for a good time, right? You're learning that you are literally a spiritual being having a human experience and, just being more thankful for the experience is what I'm seeing. Something about crystals. Okay? Diamonds. I don't know. Somebody could have got a new ring or something like that.
You know what?
No, go ahead. No, I probably don't need to say it anyway. Thank you.
You sure?
I don't.
Okay. As my wife
That's
was
crazy.
as my wife was
stopped me.
speaking,
That's good.
she was speaking and she was saying about children and how they forget. And another scenario came to mind. You know how you ever went out of your way to spend all your money on a toy that you thought your child would like, and then they end up playing with the cheapest toy. It's like you spent all these monies on a toy, and they want the one from Dollar General.
$1.25.
Right.
$1.25.
But it goes to show you just how wrong we are sometimes, and what we think and what we deem is right for people, all the way down to our children, right? So yeah. Sorry about that.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Okay. So we got fast progress, steady as you go, ignite your soul. So on the break, this intuition came to me when I pulled these cards. So I was holding it while my wife was reading. Somebody, you came into some type of gift very fast. Like, it didn't take you long. You came into it and you caught work with it very fast, like a speedy work, right? Very fast progress. Maybe you started something, your eyes was open, you came into a fast awakening. Some people do, right? But I want you to know, steady as you go. Just because you came into your awakening fast and you feel all these wonderful things happening, your gifts are waking up, right? Steady as you go. Don't make the mistake of biting off more than you can chew. You're going to regret it later. Like, even though you have the ability to do certain things that maybe you didn't have, you couldn't do at first, but now your spirit is lit because it says ignite your soul. So now that you lit and you have a gift that you're very much aware of, take your time with it. Like, don't be in a rush to bump into so many people with your gift, because you will go to helping people, and next thing you know, you'll realize, I bit off more than I can chew. Because these spiritual gifts that we have, they come with a transference of energy. So some people you help, it can make you physically sick. Some people you help, you can run into spiritual things that bring obstacles into your life, right? See, a healer is a person that takes on the sickness of other people. So when you call yourself a healer, that's why you gotta be steady with that.
I watched you.
What's that?
I watched you take
on sickness.
I have watched you.
Yeah, that's what healers do. Like, healers take on the sickness of other people. So keep that in mind, so you can give yourself time to process. Like, you know, connecting with a lot of people spiritually, just because you had a gift, just because you have a gift, it can cause you to lose access to your gift. It can cause you to have wars that you didn't intend on having. Everything ain't for everybody. So even though you becoming aware of your gift, steady as you go. Just don't rush yourself. And please, before you help people out, right, give yourself time to process who you dealing with. Like, if you a reader, divine them first. If you don't know what that means, then that means you shouldn't be reading. If I'm saying divine them first and you don't know what that means you shouldn't be reading people. If you don't know what divine them before you read them means, again, you shouldn't be reading. And I'm serious. Like, because if you have to figure that out, you should not be reading people. You're gonna run into something that's gonna cause problems. If you're not divining the energy at first before you read it, you're setting yourself up for potential failure. Because when you get in the spirit realm, I'm telling you, we just read one of our sisters the other day, and we had to be careful in her energy. And everything was nice, but imagine if we didn't divine her before we went into her reading. We wouldn't have knew. We would have been met with some forces, because she had energies in her reading, and it wasn't like they was real nice to tapping into her energy. Like, when we tapped in, we heard warning, 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 warning. I'm like, oh man, hold up. And then she informed us, like, yeah, I'm sorry, I forgot to tell y'all, but I got these I got these protector energies around me. I'm like, oh yeah, we picked up on them because we divined you first. So divine them first, or don't read them. And if you don't know what that means, again, you shouldn't be reading. Ignite your soul. Embrace the mysteries of life. Stay open-minded. And embrace the wisdom that unfolds from every experience. Again, slow walk it. And learn from your experiences. Don't wear your gift thin by spreading yourself thin. And remember, your gift is bigger than you. So while your gift may push you to be active, you burn out. You burn out. This flesh will burn out. Burn out way before your gift will.
Dodgeball could be significant. Kickball. We got Aquarius, January 20th and February 18th. Take the unusual path. Okay. Ooh. We have slow down and spread. Okay. Yeah, you could be needing to go a new way in a situation, see something different. You could be moving too fast and you could be needing to move a different way. Okay. Take the unusual path, innovate, unique, and open mind. I was speaking about this yesterday, or the other day. Sometimes you have to take a different route to work, you know? You have to take a different scenic route, okay? It says take an unusual path here, you know? Sometimes you have to do something strange, out of the ordinary, right? I don't know. But slow down while you're doing it, okay? Spread. Get some fresh air and call some of your peoples over. Take a look around you. There is much natural beauty waiting to be discovered. I don't know if someone needs to get outside or something like that. Okay. Maybe you're like, I'm too busy. You need to slow down. Somebody could be needing to like rearrange their schedule, readjust their schedule or something like that. Okay. Maybe you don't have enough self-care time.
Slow down.
I just want to get to know you. What?
Oh,
They just singing that tonight?
Oh, I was singing the other slow down.
Oh,
you caught that.
You were singing it when they were singing? Oh.
No, I was singing Brand Nubian.
Oh.
Slow down. Hey, baby, your lips is getting big. And then you jumped in with the slow down. I just want to get to know you.
But don't
turn around. Pretty brown thing looks good to me.
Hey.
Yeah.
Something about the eagle is significant here. Okay. Very powerful energy. I don't know. Someone could have gone on a date or something like that. Okay. It's nothing wrong with dating, right? You should date. You know, if you're a young man or a woman, I encourage you to date, right? You know, dating, we act like when a woman or man dates, is something wrong with that, but it's not. Dating is to get to know people so you can choose who you want.
The old school date, though.
Right. Not just going out here banging now. I know y'all.
Yeah, because
I know nowadays they just like, real quick meet up, no, not that kind. I'm talking about dating, like,
Yeah, I heard
just
now.
dating.
Yeah, I heard nowadays that a date is like a trick or something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy.
Yeah, we live in different times. The old school dating. Yeah, everybody should go date, get to know people.
Yes.
You know? All right, y'all.
Okay.
No, man.
Oh.
Soul Whisper. Seed of potential. Peaks reached. Somebody, I'm feeling like a familiar kindred in my energy. Somebody, you might be a spirit medium. I'm feeling a medium in my energy. It says soul whispers, seeds of potential. That's how it happened with me, y'all. I ain't gonna lie, my whole life, my soul was whispering. I used to think it was like demonic influences and things like that. I thought, I just was always heard things. And then I began to learn that I was growing up in a family full of spirit medium people. And that, my sister is a medium, my dad, my grandmother. So it was like, all right. And I feel like somebody, like you resonate, your soul whispers seeds of potential, man, and you have a gift that's connected to your soul. It's potential in it. Are you going to let it develop, or are you going to sit down on it? Because in order for you to develop a gift like this, let me help you out. First, you got to be prepared to go against the judgment of others. You got to be prepared to be called a weirdo. You got to be prepared for people to come and be like, you wasn't doing that your whole life. I don't know when they start doing that. You got to be prepared for all of these things when you have a gift and it has potential. Because in order to develop it, you got to step out of the normal version of you into the divine version of yourself. And when you do that, boy, oh boy, there's a lot of energy that ain't going to resonate with that. So you got to make a decision. Are you going to develop this gift, or are you going to sit down on it? Because some people, it's too much for them. Mm-hmm. They don't want to go against their family, their friends, their children, their grandmother, their mother. They don't want to go against people like that, right? So some people sit down on their gifts. But if you do step into your gifts, your ancestors will be very pleased with you. I know this. The reason why, because mines are pleased with me, and the reason being is because when they had these gifts, they couldn't walk in them. Some of them, they had to hide them. Mm-hmm. The time wouldn't allow it. Yep. They just couldn't. So, you know, when they over there looking at us and we stepping into our gifts that's coming back online, they real pleased about it. That's why we walk with such illumination. So many things occur when we walk because the ancestors be proud when you step into that energy. You know, they didn't get a chance to. They see you moving, they root for you. Most of them. You got some of them don't like you. So let's not pretend like all the ancestors is cool. Some of them don't like you, and they just don't like you. But the ones that count, the high vibrational ones with the rank on your bloodline, they love to see you develop your potential and peaks reached. Right? And with the peaks reached, I believe that, you know, they say when your gift coming, in order for you to step into it, you got to pass through delusion. You got to go through delusion, right? Some people, they have a sort of breakdown, psychosis, but these things, they happen when you are ascending and your mind is changing, right? You will go through these things because peaks are reached, meaning your natural way of being is exhausted, is peaking. Mm-hmm. Now you got to grow. You know, sink or swim kind of energy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because your mind is already exhausted, is at the limit. Now you got to step into the supernatural to process what's going on, because your mind at a peak. Your mind, you know, if we don't adjust and ascend, then the mind begins to crumble and go mad. Because once you're exposed to certain levels of spirituality, you already done saw it now, so you can't unsee it. So once you peak at that point, you just got to grow and continue on and journey.
It's our duty to grow now.
It's our duty to grow now.
And no time to be playing around.
Get some jingles.
We sit back and we cry and we scream and we wonder why. We never felt the lighter side.
Hey.
Bluetooth mode.
Hey. We are spiritual beings having human experience. So go and take another try. Life's not over, keep going. You might just be surprised. You might just win this time. Hey. 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 And that was the message. Accept or reject it. You know, but keep your spirit protected. We love you guys so much. Thank you guys for joining us another live, okay? Thank you guys for all of your love, okay? If you would like to be a blessing to our channel, all of our information is listed on our page. If you would like a personal with us, you guys know how to reach us, okay? You know, Lord willing and able, we'll be back tomorrow morning with your morning coffee show. Thank you guys for continuing to grow. Thank you guys. We love you, Tammy. We love you guys.